Hi everyone, Coach Sullivan here again. Happy to be with you here today. Quick background is this is my 38th year coaching football. I've either been a defensive, offensive, or special teams coordinator as well as the head coach at both the collegiate and high school levels. Today I want to talk to you about our match quarters coverage versus what we call California, but while most offensive coaches would call the slant-slide two-man route concept. We call it California in most part because I recall back in the 1980s, the San Francisco 49ers in the West Coast offense used to run this quite a bit. And so, since we utilize states to name our pass route concepts, California and the 49ers is why we refer to slant slide as California. Okay? So, as always, it starts off with surface to two. All of our inside, outside linebackers and defensive backs in match quarters are reading surface to two. So offensive line for run or pass. Okay. So number two. Okay, again, I'm going to focus on the open side, a little bit easier. The exact same rules and technique over here, with the exception of the outside backer who is shooting hands and knocking back. And then when he hears passing his hips turns, he lets him go. But other than that, after that, everything's the same. Our corners are going to immediately see the slide route, which is typically underneath the slant or behind the slant, the cut of the number one receiver. So he's going to match number two. And again, do everything he can to prevent number two from getting to the sideline. And the corner is responsible for carrying the wheel if this becomes a wheel. Okay? Now, the outside linebacker is going to expand an I zone one as always, except now he's got number one coming to him hard. So that's what we say expand and cut, expand and cut, expand and cut. And what's meant by cut is he's going to get in between the quarterback and the receiver, hence cut the tie between the quarterback and the receiver, cut the window, okay? And what he'll end up doing is, in all likelihood, and we teach him to baseball turn, so rip his inside elbow and snap his head around and get on now the inside hip, feeling, striking, slapping it near wrist, and staying underneath the slant from number one. Okay? So consistent, and this is an even easier read for the corner. Two's out under 10, and this is going to be real way under 10. He's matching it now. Boom, done. Now the outside linebacker has his opportunity. Not only is one coming to him, it's even easier than the hitch. He doesn't have as far to go because one's coming to him. So what might happen if the one works for a real hard outside stem and takes long steps, he could be 3, 4, 5 yards downfield when he makes the break. And if he breaks it at the upright, the outside linebacker has to expand that much further to cut down on the space. We want to eliminate space. And he's also got to snap his inside elbow and snap that head around in the same direction that the slant's going. Now, the safety should be able to recognize this quickly. He's going to be zit stepping. On that third zit step, by the time he takes an expansion step to number one with two's release, he should see and recognize the slant, and now he's got to sit. And what we would like him to do is to plant and drive down on the slant route. Okay, plant and drive on the slant. Now, before he drives, when he's planting, he's got to look at the quarterback. Okay, where is the indicator? That front elbow. And if he's pointed at the slant and that front hand's getting ready to come off, drive. But if he's got the indicator slightly up and he's giving it that little pump fake because that's what he's getting ready to do, now you got to be alert for that wheel, and that's the one we want to double cover. So the safety's not in a hurry. You drive if you see the indicator down, which means he's looking to throw the slant. and then still wait to see the front hand come off. If that indicator is up, he's looking to throw a wheel, so be alert. And when you see that front hand come off, brake hard now. You're going to be over the top of the wheel with the cornerback under one, and that's what we want to happen. So the entire emphasis on California Slant-Slide is the patience of the safety and the safety's ability to read the quarterback indicator. We simply call it quarterback indicator drill. We work hard on getting our kids to see and understand when the indicator's down, that's where the football is looking to go. So match the indicator to the concept. Indicator down, he's looking to hit the slant. Indicator up, the slide is most likely becoming a wheel. It has to be, because otherwise he's going to throw it into the bleachers. Okay? So hopefully that makes sense to people, and we're now trying to incorporate all the various zone principles that if you were playing cover 3, cover 2, some form of robber, whatever it might be, or match quarters, boom, done. You better be reading quarterback indicators, okay, to understand where the quarterback's looking to throw the football. What we do in our match quarters is we let the route concept get us physically in position, and then once we're there, we can react to the quarterback indicator. And a big coaching point as well is always be within striking distance. Receivers trying to create separation. Defenders, whether they're linebackers or DBs, try to create striking distance. You can't make a play in the ball if you're not in striking distance of the receiver. So as always, please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me at coachmjsullivan@gmail.com.